In a surprising twist in the MMA world, Alex Pereira is reportedly heading to Thailand to train with none other than Jon Jones. This collaboration comes just as Pereira prepares for his rematch against Magomed Ankalaev, a fight that has been highly anticipated since their first encounter. Meanwhile, Jones, who is currently in Thailand filming a reality show, is also expected to engage in serious training sessions with Pereira. This unlikely alliance stems from their previous interactions at UFC 306, where mutual respect sparked the idea of training together. Pereira's rematch with Ankalaev is crucial for both fighters. After a controversial first bout, the stakes have never been higher. Pereira, having lost his title recently, is looking to reclaim his position at the top of the light heavyweight division. On the other hand, Ankalaev is eager to solidify his status as a champion. Training with Jones, a former light heavyweight king, could provide Pereira with invaluable insights and strategies to tackle Ankalaev's style. The MMA community has been buzzing with discussions regarding potential outcomes of upcoming fights. Luke Thomas, a respected commentator, recently highlighted a haunting scenario. What if both Islam Makhachev and Ilia Topuria were to lose their next fights? Makhachev is set to face Jack Della Maddalena in his welterweight debut, while Topuria will take on Charles Oliveira. Thomas called this situation an absolute disaster, and he's not wrong. The UFC is already grappling with a drought of star power. With Conor McGregor occupied with personal controversies and Pereira facing setbacks, the loss of either Makhachev or Topuria, two fighters with significant international appeal, could spell disaster for the organization. If both were to fall, it would represent a full-blown crisis, leaving the UFC without its few remaining headliners capable of drawing global attention. So, what could the UFC do if both fighters lose? It's a messy situation. For Makhachev, there might be a chance to drop back down the rankings or face another top contender to regain momentum. However, Topuria's loss would be particularly damaging, as he is viewed as a future superstar in the making. If he were to falter against Oliveira, it could derail his trajectory toward a championship title, forcing the UFC to reassess their plans for him. Michael Bisping recently discussed the upcoming clash between Khamzat Chimaev and Dricus du Plessis, emphasizing the strategic importance of Chimaev's move up to middleweight. Bisping argues that fighting at 185 pounds is vital for Chimaev's health, given the grueling weight cuts he endured at welterweight. Moving up not only allows for better performance, but also for improved recovery and nutrition. Chimaev's early dominance in fights is well known, but questions remain about his gas tank in later rounds. This upcoming title fight against du Plessis is particularly intriguing, as the latter has demonstrated exceptional cardio and toughness in previous bouts. If Chimaev can maintain his early aggression, he may overwhelm du Plessis, but if the fight goes deep, the South African could very well turn the tide. In light of these weight issues, Bisping suggested that more fighters should consider moving up a weight class. He even proposed the idea of introducing a cruiserweight division at 225 pounds, allowing light heavyweights to transition more comfortably. This could prevent injuries and improve fight quality across the board. As the Chimaev versus du Plessis fight approaches, many analysts are speculating on the outcome. Chael Sonnen has raised pertinent questions about Chimaev's ability to take du Plessis down and keep him there. If du Plessis can defend the takedowns early, he could shift the fight's momentum in his favor. Sonnen still sees Chimaev as the favorite, but du Plessis's grappling skills should not be underestimated. Sean Strickland, who has faced du Plessis in the cage, echoed these sentiments, stating that if du Plessis can counter-wrestle effectively, he has a solid chance of winning. This matchup is shaping up to be one of the most electrifying of the year, with fans eagerly speculating on who will emerge victorious. The MMA landscape is ever-evolving, and the upcoming fights will undoubtedly have significant implications for the future of the sport. As Pereira trains with Jones and other fighters prepare for their bouts, the stakes are incredibly high. Should both Islam Makhachev and Ilia Topuria lose, the consequences could be dire for the UFC, forcing them to rethink their strategies for promoting new stars. With so much on the line, fans are left wondering how these matchups will unfold. Will Pereira reclaim his title? Can Chimaev maintain his dominance at middleweight? And how will the UFC navigate a potential crisis if key fighters falter? Only time will tell,